And let me see if I can get this set. There we go. I hope everybody is doing extremely well on this rainy evening. That's what we have here in the great state of Arkansas. It is pouring down rain. Yes, it is. So, and we've had some thunder and lightning, and I don't sew on my sewing machines when it's stormy outside. So I thought we would just continue with some hand stitching, and let me see if I can figure out how to back this camera out just a little bit. I have a new iPad, and I have to figure out how to use this, guys. Does anybody know how you back it out? Hey, Carrie, how are you? How are you? I don't know how to zoom it. I don't know how to zoom it out, guys. I don't. I got a new iPad, and I think I'm really gonna like this, but I'm not sure how to back it up. I'm not sure how to zoom the camera out. Ain't got a clue. No clue. Absolutely no clue. So anyway, yeah, when it's stormy, when it's thundering and lightning and that kind of thing, I unplug all my sewing machines. I don't do any kind of sewing when it's stormy outside. So I thought that I would just continue to work on these little pouches, not patches, these little pouches. Pinch it in or out with 2 fingers. Okay, Mona, let me see. It's not working. Yeah, I can't get it to, I'm gonna have to play around with it. I think it's just way too close. See if I can back it up just a little bit more. That helps. That does help right there. Okay, I'll have to play around with it a little bit more. I think I'm really gonna like this new iPad though. So anyway, I am working on my little pouch here, and I have started putting down a few pieces of trim, and I thought we would continue along the process. And I really like how Okay. Oh, it's okay, Mona. I'll fiddle with it later and see if I can figure out how to do it. It's just I just got it set up, and I wanted to try it out tonight. So that's how I do things. I wing it. If y'all watch any of my videos, you know that I totally wing it. So anyway, I do like the way I did this edge where I folded the fabric over, and I have a nice clean finished edge there. So I think I'm going to do the same thing over here. And here's the back of the piece. I got a little bling going on right there. I spent yesterday evening, and there's some bling hidden up under here. And I spent yesterday evening cutting up those wedding dresses that I was telling you guys about. So I have lots and lots of appliques. And I also have another formal type dress that I cut up. Oh gosh, it's been a while. And they're bigger pieces like this, but I think I like this ivory to use in this instead. I mean, the white is really stark. I mean, it is a very stark contrast, but I like this lace right here, so I'm going to keep that right there. So I think the other end I worked on, and I also found maybe some little stickers. These came from the Dollar Tree that I might incorporate on here. We'll see. And I have these too. I mean, don't be afraid to put different, it doesn't have to be all fair. And there's cat hair all over everything. Yeah, imagine that. I can't imagine why I have cat hair all over everything. So I'm going to make several of these little pouches. And guys, I am working on an online shop. So when we make things like this together and I have extra, I may pop them over in the shop if anybody would be interested in that. Would anybody be interested? And then this is the other one that the other pouch that I'm working on. Let me fold it like this so I can get it in the camera. And I like that it's mostly whites, you know, with a background. I did add a little bit of color here, and there's some color here, and I need to finish stitching. I need to choose some fabrics and finish stitching this one down. So I'm just going to set this one off to the side for the moment. Oh, and on the flap right here, I found, it's amazing the stuff that you have that you find. So I found this little bling right here, but I also found, I'm getting it tangled up in the thread, but I'm going to put this and then add this and have it like that. What you think? What you guys think? And then I have some little, some little bling, and then the little pouch, the flap be extended down just a little bit. So anyway, I thought about that. There we go. So I do need to finish filling this in, and like I said, I have several cut. Whoops, I didn't mean to bump it. And I also did some stitching on the sewing machine. This is just a solid piece, and I thought, well, I'll try just stitching. So you don't have to hand sew. That's not necessary. So I just went and did, some straight line stitching just to attach this down. And then I thought it would be beautiful to add this lace or these appliques maybe on this. And then I have this one off of a different dress. Whoops, get all this stuff out of the way. I can add, and then add pops of color in there with it. Go. There we go. Okay. Hey, Jeannie, how are you? I had to bring up my messages. Had to remember how to do it. Hey, Jeannie. Hey, everyone. There we go. Let me bring those messages back up. Okay. All right. Making sure that I said hi to everybody. So anyway, I have this one that's ready to embellish as well. And I'm going to lay it over somewhere. I got, this desk is a disaster. And then I have... Actually, this is in my, I have a paper crafting room, and I'm not a big, huge paper crafter. And this room is slowly turning into the slow stitching room. It is. And then I have enough batting pieces cut for 3 more. So I do have several more that need to be worked on. So anyway, I don't know really what I want to do. But let's see about, and I found some more fabrics that have, the lighter background. Here's a little piece of bling that I would like to add in here somewhere. Oh, maybe right there. We'll see. Yeah, I have this one all filled in. So maybe we'll put that right there. I really wish I could figure out how to zoom this out. I'm really trying to figure it out, guys. Really, really trying. Can't figure it out. I'm sure it's simple. I'm sure it's really, really simple. And I can't figure out the, that zoomed in. Maybe that's as far out as it'll go. I just need you back more. And I can't go back any further, I don't think. I don't think so. I don't think I can slide you back, well, without falling off the table. And we don't want to fall off the table. Oh, gosh. So I kind of like that right there. And like I said, I found some other pieces, and I have this. I just need to get either, yeah, you just need further back is what it is, I think. Oh, yeah, and I think I'm probably going to maybe incorporate some of this in here. How's everybody's day been? How was your Monday? Has everybody had a good start to your work week? I hope everybody has. Hope you've had a good start to your week so far. And I like tearing my fabric. I'm going to raise y'all up just a little bit. There we go, just a little. I hope y'all, like I said, had a really good week or a good day to start off your work week. And I think it doesn't need to be quite that long. Maybe we'll lay that down along that edge and place that right there. Maybe we'll place this one down along the bottom like this. Doesn't quite go corner to corner, but maybe we'll do that. I hit the wrong thing. I hope y'all are still there. Yeah, Mona, is pretty good for a Monday. It was pretty good. Super busy. We're I hope I didn't kick anybody off. I hit it the wrong way. We're always super busy. So it was, like I said, a busy day. And And I have this. This one I'm incorporating, you know, this kind of bling in there, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, pretty good. I love tearing fabric. Don't tear fabric if you don't like strings, because it makes lots and lots of strings. So, and I'm sorry y'all can't see me tearing the fabric. I will work on a different setup. This is me winging it, guys. It's me winging it. How many of y'all are doing the quilt along? I really appreciate all the feedback that I've gotten on that. I really, really do. I appreciate the feedback. I'm going to slide this back so you can see it a little bit more. So I think, Jeannie, you told me, you know, the music, to watch the music. When I sped the camera up, it got really, really loud. I think that was you. It might not have been you. It might not have been you at all. So, that one doesn't want to tear. But I won in the end. So, oh yes, Mona, I have a quilt along going on. You can find it under Merry and Bright Stars, and there is a there's a sewing guide that goes along with it that you can find. I don't remember which video I posted that in, but there is a sewing guide, and do not cut your fabric until you watch the video. I like that. That just adds a little bit of color there where there is none. Oh, okay, Jeannie. I couldn't remember who it was. I really couldn't remember. So, yes. So, it's my first ever. I've never done a quilt along before. So, this is a learning process, and you guys are being so great with the feedback, you know, helping me learn what to do and what not to do. And so, you know, so our next one, I have a better idea of what to do. And Mona, yes, there is a quilt along going on, and you can find the information under the Merry and Bright Stars. You can find that there. Oh, how about a little green? Maybe put it under these two. You know, you got to have some little pops of color. And maybe right there. We just want it just to sneak. We just want a sneak peek. There we go. I don't know that I like that. I don't know that I like that. It's under, Mona, it's under Merry and Bright Stars. Oh, you found it. Okay. Oh, I don't know about that, Jeannie. I think you would do just fine. I think you would do just fine. I don't like that green at all. Nope. No likey, no likey. Maybe, yeah, I do like the red on top. There we go. Let's see here. Still need something right here, but I don't know what it would be. I don't know what it would be. I just have to keep refreshing the message thing so I can see it. For, like I said, this is new. This is all brand. It's all new. I'm learning. I'm learning. Let's see. Let's go back to our stash here and see what I can find. Let's see. Ooh. Ooh, she says. Ooh. Let me heat up the little iron. Oh, I have it unplugged. Durr. I have it unplugged. I don't leave it plugged in. I keep it unplugged. So, I'm fixing to get, I have a needle already threaded right here, and I am fixing to get this tangled up into everything and make the biggest mess. y'all have ever seen if I don't move this out of the way. I'm gonna have to put it right there. So, and do some, I think I found something. I think I found something like right here. I don't know. We're gonna try it. We're gonna see. So, so I have a fun, what I hope is a fun little project for this next weekend for Valentine's Day. I'm going to show you how to make one block and then show you the picture of what the finished quilt would be. I don't know if I'll get to finish it all this weekend, but I have a couple different things for Valentine's Day for you guys. So, and they should be easy to make. Easy unless I just, you know, complicate my world and make it complicated. And I went to Hobby Lobby this past weekend and got a couple of yards of fabric for our next sew along that we're going to be doing. That's a spring / early summer themed kind of thing. I think y'all are going to love it when you see what it is. I think you're going to absolutely love it. I did a sneak peek of one of the blocks in one of the videos, I think, for the Merry and Bright sew along. But that block I told you would 100% sure be in there. It's not. Actually, it's in there, but in a different shape. In a different kind of shape. I know I'm teasing, aren't I? Aren't I? I'm teasing. So, oh goodness. But I'm having so much fun designing these quilts. Like, it is, oh, I just found a piece of real pretty green that has, this one has gold embossing on it. So, let me see here. And I'm using the fabrics that came out of that rug that I was telling y'all about. So let's see kind of which piece we like better. Let me get a little piece ironed here. Well, there's a hole right there, but we don't need a very big piece. We just need a small piece. So I'm just going to cut this. And let's see. Let's kind of fold it so we can kind of get a look. So I have that. That's a sari silk. So I have that one. And then I found this very pretty green that has a little bling going on. I was just digging through the basket while I was yakking. It ain't no we yakking while y'all are listening to me yak. Give it a little press. Let me give it a little press. See if I can find a nice little piece like right here. Yeah, I will most definitely find a better camera setup by Wednesday, because we will have our, who's going to be doing the, who's interested in doing the fabric journal? I think a couple of y'all said that you might be interested in doing the fabric journal. Ooh, what do y'all think about that? I think that's pretty. That one or that one or that one. That's really stark, isn't it? And that's kind of soft. I think I like that. And it has the gold in it. Okay, I think I like that one. All right, I think. I'm just looking to see what else I got. And then I have, ooh, that's not bad either. That's not bad. Might use this to bind for some binding. Okay. Let's see. I'm just rummaging. So what I'm doing is I'm rummaging. So I'm gonna hopefully this won't make you guys drunk. Hopefully I won't make you guys drunk. But I'm gonna show you this tub full of fabric that I got off of that one rug. Okay, so hopefully this won't make you drunk. Sorry. This, and excuse my messy craft room because it's messy. This whole thing right here is full of fabrics that I got out of one rug. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Not all of it's sari silks, but over maybe 90% of it is sari silks. This is a sari silk here. And this little piece right here is a sari silk. So that was the reason why I bought the rug. And I'm going to put you guys back up here. Sorry. So hopefully I'm not making you like drunk as a bicycle. There we go. So, yeah. And I think I was talking about it last week in our stitching chat last week about I went to Five and Below and bought, and I showed the rug that I bought. So if you wanted to go and check that out, it was on last week's live chat that I was talking about the Chindi rugs that I bought at Five and Below for $5 a piece. And I tore one apart. I've only torn one apart because I haven't used all this one yet. I like the frayed edges. That's what I'm doing, is I love the frayed edges. Is I really like those frayed edges. And I think that's it. We got it, guys. We got it. Okay. I'm happy with that. Anyway, I bought the rug and I tore it apart specifically for these sari silks because I like to use them in my hand stitching, in my junk journal projects. If I'm doing a journal, which I don't do. Oh, I got a little hole right here too. I got to fill in, don't I? So maybe we just put a splash of that in there. But I really like using the sari silks in a myriad of projects. And I may be wrong, and they may not be sari silks at all. I just like the feel of the fabric. I really do. But I got some beautiful, beautiful fabrics. Maybe not. I don't think I really like that. But I do have another piece. Here it is. Here it is with a cat hair on it. And I think I'm going to put that little piece in there. There we go. There we go. And let's put that on it. Grayson is in here in the house. He is being a bad little boy. He has been being a turd this week. He's been horrible, the little turd. So let's pin that down. Let's pin, I forgot my glue out in my sewing room, or I would have just glued this and not pinned it because it makes it much, much easier. And then you're not fighting that stupid pins. I hate pins. And let's pin this down. Want to make sure that your fabrics overlap. Oh yeah, so if you're interested in joining, starting, my goal is to start Wednesday night. On our Mindful Wednesdays, we will be starting to stitch a fabric journal. And you can use anything that you want in this fabric journal. You can paint your fabric. You can paint on fabric. You can use stickers. You can use paper. You can use hey Emily, how are you? Hey Em. Paints, stickers, buttons, yo-yos. Don't limit yourself just to the fabrics. Don't think you have to limit yourself to just fabrics. So I want you to think outside the box. Oh, thank you, Emily. Thank you. I love handwork. Love it. It is so, so relaxing. And I was just talking about the, I'm going to turn it this way because I've actually stitched everything in one direction. It's just the way I am. I'm OCD and I can't help myself. I was talking about Wednesday night, I'm going to be starting a fabric journal and our Mindful Wednesday nightly weekly chat, live chat. And we'll be starting a fabric journal. I know I keep repeating myself over and over again because I'm trying to sew. I'm trying to sew and do this at the same time. I'm trying to be creative, and apparently it's not working out well. Apparently not. So anyway, and I knew I was going to do that. That's why I hate pens. Hate pens. Hate them. They are the bane of my existence. So, but you know, think about how you want to. I can show you what I'm going to start with. I am going to start with, I think, 5 by 5. I think my pages are going to be 5 inch by 5 inch. I haven't 100% decided on the size of my pages, and we're going to work on 1 page a month. And I know that this month is almost gone, but I think we could do January. We could do a January page. I think we still have plenty of time left to work on a January page. And you know, there's no time limit. If you want to work on January and February, work on January and February. Don't be careful and don't pull your fabric too tight like I just did. It'll pucker it, and you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. So that's my thinking, and I'm thinking that I'm not gonna put my pages together in book form until December, when the fabric journal will end. Will be in December. And then I'll show you how I'm going to bind my book together. Take that pen out. And I'm going to show you how I'm going to bind my book together. I got fabric sticking to my arm over here. Let me go over to about right there. There we go. There's no rhyme or reason to my stitching here. I'm just doing a simple running stitch like we use in quilting. I know a lot of people have been talking about cantha stitching. I gotta get that off my arm. It's sticking to me. I'm not sure, and somebody can educate me if you want to, what the difference between cantha stitching and the running stitch is for quilting. I mean, I've quilted for a long, long time. So, and I don't know what the difference is. I honestly do not know what the difference is. So somebody can absolutely educate me as to what the difference is. But I decided that I just wanted to do a simple quilting stitch. I think I'm going to trim that off right there. And I have the biggest scissors in history to just trim that off. And hopefully by next Wednesday, I have all of my bases stitched down. I don't have to wait till next Wednesday. Actually, we may start decorating this one. And then we'll start, you know, I want to do some fabric painting. I really, really do. I want to paint on some fabric, so by next week I am going to have some fabric washed. If you plan on painting on your fabric, to do some fabric painting, which you can use watercolors, acrylic paints, colored pencils. I even thought about using some chalk paint because I got some chalk paint that I bought on clearance sale at Hobby Lobby when they were getting rid of a bunch of stuff. So, and I'm not worried about that not being stitched down because we're probably going to add some lace or something, beading or something along there. So I'm not too worried about that. I'm not too worried about getting like right up on the edges because I am going to be embellishing these. But yeah, y'all let me know who's interested in joining Wednesday to do our fabric journal and to take a journey down to mindfulness alley into mindfulness where we're present in the here and now. We're not thinking about tomorrow or what happened yesterday. We're present. We're present in this time. And our fabric journal will be our journey for the year. It's about our spiritual journey for the year. You know, when I think about doing journal work, that's what, it's my journey. It's what I'm feeling at this present moment in time. And I'm adding that to paper, or I'm adding it to fabric. I'm expressing myself and my feelings in a way that probably most people think is unconventional, but it works for me. I'm not so much of a writer. I mean, I do write. I do journal some when I think about it. And but for me, the art of trying to find my stitches, right there they are. The art of taking fabric and threads and embellishments and recording this journey called life speaks more to my soul than any other way of journaling. And when I think about January, and I think about this journal that we're going to be embarking on and I think about January, I think about Mother Earth. We live here on this planet, and she provides for all of our needs. The oxygen that we breathe, the food that we eat, and all of that is grown right here on Mother Earth. We don't live on Mars or Jupiter or any other planet. We live here on Earth. And the earth is slumbering right now. She's resting. She's getting ready for spring to come along. And spring, is the time when we plant to harvest for the next fall. So that's what I think that I'm going to journal about in my fabric journal, is about how winter is the time not only for Mother Earth to rest and recuperate, but for us, it's us as human beings. I got that a little full right there, but it'd be okay. See, it doesn't have to be perfect, guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just pulling out some of that. I've always stitched too tight, always. So I think that that's what my fabric journal for January is going to be like. It's going to be all about resting and the restoration that comes from rest. We live such hectic, busy lives that, we don't take time to rest. We're always running from here to there. And gosh, I know if you got little kids, you can't help it, especially if they're involved in sports and, things like that. I totally get it. Totally get it. I had little kids at one time. My little children are all grown up now. And I have grandbabies now, which are precious. I love grandbabies. Grandbabies are the best things on the earth. But anyway, so there's an idea of how I'm going to do or start my journal. It's my thought process of healing my mind, my body, my soul, and my spirit. Healing isn't just on a physical level. Healing is on all levels. And yeah, so there we go. There we go. Y'all may think I'm weird. I don't know. And you're like, this lady's weird. But that's how I think of things. And I love trees. So I know there'll be a tree somewhere. And I think I'm going to hand paint that tree in my fabric journal. And yeah. So see, I've really been giving this a lot of thought. Really been giving it a lot of thought. So I'll get this room cleaned up tomorrow because it is a stinking disaster. And so I can work in here and figure out a better camera situation or something better to hold the camera. Let me check messages. I ain't checked messages. Hold on. Let me check. Hi, Carrie. Oh, hey, farm wife. Hey, how are ya? How are you? Just checking in, checking the messages. So, all right, well, we're almost done. We almost got all this stitched down. I'm not going to have quite enough thread to finish, so let's tie off and get another start here. Whoops. Too much crap on the desk. Okay. And thread. Had hung thread. Didn't know where the thread went. Oh, and I see I got a big area right through here that needs filling in. But I want to wrap my edges. So, where'd the end of it go? I really like the way the wrapped edges looked on the other one. So I'm going to, I want to find the fabric that I want to wrap the edges in. But we can go ahead and start laying out some of our embellishments. I don't know if y'all can hear that, but my husband's watching the ball game tonight and they're singing the national anthem, and I just let that night go and made a mess. But that's okay. As long as I got a knot, I don't care. Where'd I get to? Right here. I think I'm going to be stitching over a stitch I just did. Take that pin out. Sounds like somebody's doing a good job singing the national anthem. So anyway, just from what little bit I can hear back here. And I'm not being concerned about if my stitches are even, if they're the same length. I'm not worried about that at this present moment in time. It doesn't bother me if they're different lengths. I believe that adds to the rustic. I like a rustic charm kind of look to my pieces in a way. And so I'm not too concerned over that. Let me move this thread out of the way. I got some threads in the way. And you could absolutely, instead of using a white or a cream, this is the thread that I was using to stitch it down. I've had this thread forever and a day, so it doesn't have anything on the bottom. But it's a cream color. You could do pink. Like, you could interchange your colors that you're stitching with. I'm just being lazy. That's just that's just all there is to it. Is I'm just being lazy. I really like this portion of the pouch better. This is pretty, don't get me wrong. So when we fold it up, and there'll be a piece go on the inside. I will be covering the inside. So when we fold this up, I'll get you in camera. We fold this down. Oh, that doesn't look bad, does it? Move that out of the way. Oh, yeah. And if you want to know how big these are, let me see how. This is 6 1/4 by, I want to say this is like 18 inches. Let me see here. Let's see. I do have a thing right here. Yes, 18 inches. So it's 6 1/4 by 18 inches. And I like to lay it out. See, I got that upside down. So maybe we're going to go this way with it. I think this is the way I may go with it. And they're kind of deep. These pouches are going to be kind of deep. Maybe not quite that deep. And then you want the little flap to come down like that. So I may do that one like that. So it's not quite as deep. Can you see it? And you want to leave space up here so, you know, if you put bulky things in it, then you have plenty of space. So And I like to fold it like this and kind of get an idea. That was Bella, if you hear the tappy, tappy, tap. That was my little bells. And I don't know if we'll use that, but I do have some of this vintage rickrack that I would like to put on here somewhere. And I kind of like that. So I do kind of like that. Let me check messages. I don't know for one reason why it isn't. Hey, Jody. Hey, SF. How are all of y'all? How are you? And then I want to do like some hand stitching in here, some embroidery work. Oh, I know. I love some vintage rickrack. And my uncle, he lives in Pennsylvania, and he cleans out houses, after someone passes. So I tell him all the time, save me all the sewing supplies. So he normally saves me all the sewing supplies. Ooh, what about that? I don't know. We could put that in there, actually, but I really like the rickrack, so I'm actually going to pin the rickrack down because I really do. And I like to fold my pouch up like how I think I want it to go, and then I can kind of see how I want to place my things on here. This kind of looks like a little heart. And we may, so that when somebody, and you can use these. Now, what can you use these little pouches for? You can use these little pouches to put birthday gifts in. You can use them to throw in your purse, to put maybe a little sewing project in. You can the uses are limitless as to what you could use with these. And then when you open it up, you have a little surprise. So I kind of like that. I have all kinds of these. Like I said, I just cut out a whole bunch of these. And it's just finding the right one. And then I have this beautiful piece, which is almost too big and would have to fit, I would fold. It would be folded under and trimmed really close, so you wouldn't see all of that tulle up under there. So I kind of like that. I'm just trying stuff out here, guys. Just trying stuff out. We could go with something smaller. Yeah. That's my little iron saying I'm cutting off. But I think I want something to break up this right in here. And I like that. Let's see here. And bring this down. That has a little, yeah, that's the front side right there. Really don't want it to cover up my rows. Let's see. Come on. I could unpin it without making it difficult on myself. Nah, I like it under it. I like it under it. So let's do this. And my mom and dad, I was talking about my uncle, and I know that's probably not straight, but we'll straighten it up. And my mom and dad are going up to visit my uncle. And I don't know if it'll be, I don't know what month it'll be. It's this coming spring. Mom and dad are going up. Oh, looky here what I found. Mom and dad are going up to visit. So I told my mom, I said, tell Uncle, sorry guys. And I told my mom, I said, tell Uncle David to, ooh, that I like. Because it kind of matches this. It kind of brings it all together. So I told my mom, I said, tell Uncle David to save me all of the goodies. So I don't know if she remembered to tell him or not. So hopefully she can come back, with some goodies. Ooh. And I have this that I cut off of another dress. And I think, oh yes, looky here. See how it pulls in this color? So I think I said, recycle clothing, guys. Go to the thrift store and here, like I said, we have dollar days on I like that. We have dollar days on Sundays, and you can pick, and I'll pull the paper out from it. Well, I left it where I can't almost get the paper out from in there, didn't I? And you can pick up clothing for $1. Dresses, you can get a lot. This is a dress, and I have a ton of this out of I think it was either a large or an extra large dress. Have a ton of it. I like that. And let's find something blingy to put in the middle. I have a treasure box over here full of treasures. And I have buttons, beads, I got all kinds of crap. Aha. Aha, she says. The girl says, aha. This is actually a button that needs to go in the button box. What you think about that? What y'all think about that? And we're keeping right in with our gold. We're bringing all of that gold in there, and I think I might want to break up some of these lines. I gotta add down through here. I want to wait till I get my I'll take a picture of this, and then that way well, I can come back and refer to the video too. So yes, 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 I like it. I like it. I like it. I don't know if I can pin through all of this. Let's see if I can pin through all of it, because I don't want, yeah, I can. So I like that. And then I like the gold button. I have more buttons. I have lots of vintage buttons. So we don't like that button. I do have these. No. Well, I don't know. That doesn't look bad either, but it kind of blends. I want something that stands out. I want something that stands out. Wait a minute. I found a yellow vintage button. Hold on. Hold your britches. Hold your britches. Is my creative process painful? What do you think? Oh, I like that too. So I think I like the gold better though. I really do. I'm gonna push that pin a little further in, and it's gonna see if I could stick the shank on the ouch, and not poke myself, just to kind of put it right there for a second so I can look at it. Okay, let me check messages. Sorry, guys. I get totally in the creative mode. And so, and then I'll figure out what I want to put down through there. All right, so let's look. Whoops, that stuck to there, didn't it? So I really think I want to use, I have another dress. I haven't finished cutting up these wedding dresses. It's massive. You get so much stuff off of one. I got stuff sticking to me everywhere. And then this came off of like a formal type dress that, again, I got for $1. And see, it's going to be so big, it's going to cover up a lot of those fabrics, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to cover up my fabrics. So and see, we have a point down here. I want to kind of cover that up like that. And then let's see here. I said, I hope y'all don't find my thinking process, painful. My creative process. That you're probably screaming at the camera, just put it down somewhere. Just put it down. And this may be a little, oh, I don't know. I don't think that's, and we can make, I don't know. We'll see about that. We'll see about that. I have that. Gotta move that. Let's see here. Have a whole bunch more laces and trims. I'm just looking to see what I might want to use. Oh, come open. Open up. Let's see. See if this fabric is very old, and it's tender is the only way I know to describe it. It's just very, very tender. And I've been hoarding it, and it didn't want to tear straight. So I'm just gonna cut around this. I'll show you what it looks like here in just a second. Give me just a second. Let me kind of, it wanted to tear funky, and it is funky. It has torn. It was like this when I got it. I got this in a, when you see this piece of fabric, it came from a flea market in a bag of stuff that I bought. I would like to incorporate this in somewhere, but it may be, yeah, meh, meh. I do like this right here. And so if we do that, that just really takes away from that. So I need something up under there. I'm just going to lay this over here because I might use that again at some point in time. You know, let me change. There we go. Maybe that. Okay, so like that. I think I like that. I think a tink a tink. Tink a tink a tink. Whoops. Just throwing everything on the floor. And I need some yo-yos is what I need. I need to make some yo-yos. And I tell you something else that we can make. I have some of this. And this is some old stuff too, like really, really old. I know that's going to cover up a lot of my fabrics. I don't know. I have to think about it. I like that right there because that does hide the seams, and I will trim the tulle down. So I do like that. Okay. So when you get stuck like this, when I'm stuck, just pin down what you like, and let's move on to the next part. What time is it, guys? Oh, we've been 54 minutes. Okay, so I can play just a few more minutes, and then I am going to get off of here. Let me put this back up, because this may come into play. We really may use this. I use a lot of ribbons and things like that. I don't have like a whole lot of doilies. And I love lace. I do. I love lace. I think just a little bit of that. I said I was going to move on, didn't I? I did. I said I was going to move on. And let me flatten this because it's wrinkled. Just press it. Give it a press. There we go. Oh, quit your fussing. It's fussing. Oh, yeah. Okay. Then let me wind this back up on here. And place a pin in it. Yeah, get in there. There we go. Yeah, like I said I was going to move on. I really like that. So now our thing comes down like that. And this may be too big. This is some vintage. Oh, that's pretty. And scoot it up under that flower. Oh, I like that. And I think that I'm going to take it all the way around. I know it's going to partly cover up my rose, but I really like it. I really, really like it. I think I'm going to cut it right here. I'm going to cut it right there. Okay. Oh, yeah. I do like that. I do. And let's just pin it down. Oh, let's go that way with it. Y'all on screen? Yeah, you're on screen. Okay. Pin it down like that. I don't have it folded straight. I really like that. And I don't want to cover, I don't think I want to cover those. And then I may add, I don't know that I'll add anything else. I mean, just the outer boundary. Here we go. Let me see if I can hold this one up. Can you see that? You see that all this extra tulle that's around here? I'll trim that away or fold it under as close as I can get it to that. When I cut these out, I try to leave as much of this as possible around it and then trim out around it later when I go to use it. But that's what I mean, is to take this right here and either fold it, like there's way too much here. And you can just fold it up under there. You'll have to trim right in this area because you won't be able to fold it or snip into it. You can snip into it, which would allow you to fold up under there. I mean, it's not, I'm going to hand stitch this down. So, but that's what I mean. Does that make sense? I try to explain, so let me know. Okay, hopefully I explained that right. Yeah, I love this. I do. I love this. Right. And this I don't think will ravel away. as long as you don't cut the stitching back here, like I'm not going to trim it like right up to it. I'll leave a little bit around it, but I'm like you. I'm like you. I'm never sure what parts will ravel away, so I tend to trim it a little closer to the applique and then fold it in. I try to leave as much as I can and then fold it in. Yeah. But there's just way, I have way too much on there right now. So that's what I mean. And I may do some stitching on this flower right here to really make it pop. And then on our back, the back may stay kind of plain. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. I'm in the creative mood here. I'm working here. Here we go. These are kind of big to use on this project. This again came from another dress. I don't know. It might not be too big. What do you think? Ooh, I kind of like it. I think I have some smaller ones in this. This is the bodice of that dress right here. This is the bodice. And I just left this, I just cut it off and held on to it because it has all those beautiful beading on there. Okay, this one I think is a little smaller, but it's also, oh guys, I think we are in business. I like that. I do believe I do. I do believe I do. I do. And we're going to add, I don't know which one I want to use, that one or that one. I was looking for a smaller one is what I was looking for. I got myself distracted. Yes, I distract myself quite easily. Oh, there's some trims down in here that I didn't know were down in there. Have some of this. Not that. Have some of this. We may have to add some of this. I like bling. I like bling. I'm my mother's child. Oh gosh, I'm empty. You ought to see this. I have a disaster over here. Oh, I'm finding all kinds of stuff. I think, whoops, I didn't mean to hit it. Yeah, that one and that one are basically the same. Okay. But I thought there was some smaller ones in here. Oh, right here's a smaller one. I think this is smaller. So let's see. And it wasn't, that one's a little too long. Whoops, it stuck to my finger. Nope. I really like this. How did I have that on there? Y'all remember how I had that on there? No. Here we go. That one. That one fit perfect. I like that. I like that. So, like I said, go to the thrift store with new eyes, with a new vision, and yeah, see what you can find. And I cannot wait to see what you guys, oh, we'll have to add, I love to add ticking. I'll have to add some ticking in there. I need to clean out this box I got right here. So that will be on my list to do. Because there is all kinds of little thingies in there, little goodies. Okay, so I'm going to pin this down because I really like that. I haven't been to the thrift store since before Christmas, and I told my mom we're going this coming weekend. We're going to go thrifting, and so I can find some more treasures like this. And I'll make sure this button's loose, so I'll just sew it back on. But that helps me know where it's supposed to go. It's supposed to go right there. And maybe we will add a little piece of ticking. Let me cut it like right there. And we'll make a little cluster of some kind. And again, I love frayed edges. I love the frayed edges. And let's lay that down. Oh, guys, I'm so sorry. We went over our hour. I got carried away. We have went over our hour. We have exceeded the hour. And I had this that I was going to use on another project. Maybe we'll put that there. And I need something else. Whoops. I don't know what I need, but I need something else in there. Maybe something like that. Oh, I pinned it. I pinned it from the back side. I'll have to go find out what pin that is and take it out. So let me pop a pin in there and hold it up so you guys can see what it looks like. And then I'll get off of here and let y'all go on about your business instead of tying up your whole night. This isn't set in stone, so I don't know. I don't know if those colors, I don't think that quite goes with the theme that we have going on, so that probably will come out. But I do want to use a piece of the ticking and figure out the cluster that I got right here. And I'll figure out what I'm going to go around and bind the edges of all of these with, and we'll start sewing these things down. So if you're interested, stuck to my hand. So if you're interested in joining me Wednesday night, we will be starting our fabric journal. We'll be doing, like I said, don't be limited by your imagination. We can use all kinds of things in our fabric journal. You can use vintage linens. You can use pieces of dresses like I have here. Yeah, so join me Wednesday. We're going to start Wednesday and kind of figure out what size you want your journal to be. I think I'm going to do my pages at 5 by 5 inches. You can make them as big or as little as you want. It doesn't matter. So I am going to hop off of here. Let me check the messages one more time before I hop off. Yes, Joyce, pearls on the flower. Absolutely. Yes, and are you talking about this flower back here? That would be gorgeous. I do have some pearls, so I may have to add some pearls to that baby. Yes. Hey, Jody. Hey, sweetie. All right. So I will see you guys Wednesday. I'll clean up this disaster that I have made in here, and we are going to get stitching on our fabric journal. We're going to do 1 page a month for each of the months, so there's no hurry because I know a lot of us work a full-time job, and I don't want anybody to be stressed out because Mindfulness Wednesday is all about that. It's all about being mindful, and I don't want anybody stressed out about it. All right, guys, have a fabulous Tuesday, and I will see you back here Wednesday. Love you guys, and I have to figure out how to get out of this. Love you. Bye for now.